Yo, welcome back to more Mansa. It is your boy Mansa, man. We back again with another reaction video, guys. Look, man, we got a Costa Titch gone but not forgotten tribute to South African rap star. This is gone but not. I don't know if you guys know about this channel, but they do like before they were famous, gone but not forgotten. Like they do videos like that. So we gotta go ahead and check this out, man. Link to this vid will be in the description if you guys want to check this channel out. Y'all knew you're smash sub and like the video. R.I.P. Costa Titch, man. It's just crazy to even say that, bro. It's just crazy to even say that.
To the Titch gang, I love and appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for helping me push. Thank you for changing my life.
Before rapper Costa Titch would tragically pass away after collapsing on stage during a performance at the Ultra South Africa Music Festival in Johannesburg this past weekend. Well, he was born Constantino Soben Oglu on September 10th, 1995 in the city of Nelspruit in South Africa. Now, it was there that Costa grew up and discovered a passion for music, shaped largely thanks to his grandfather, who used to play the piano and sing during family gatherings.
What is your actual heritage?
Oh, I'm half Portuguese, half Greek. Yeah. That's basically my mom's Portuguese, my dad's Greek.
Now, he also developed an insatiable love for dance, and according to his mother, well, ever since the time he was a little child, he was practically incapable of sitting still, constantly jumping up and down. Now, eventually, all that movement, it would become like second nature to Costa, and around the age of 12, well, he got serious about making dance his career of choice. Now, over the course of his adolescence, Costa, he established himself as one of the absolute best backup dancers South Africa had to offer. Now, this career, it proved to become an excellent introduction to the music industry. Well, and Costa soon found himself traveling all over Europe and Africa, perfecting his craft while working as a backup dancer for South African rapper Castor Novest.
Tell me where the story starts. Your first payment was a pair of shoes.
It was for when I started dancing with Casper.
You can't say the C word, huh?
And once he established himself as a performer, Costa moved to Johannesburg and he joined a dance crew known as New Age Steez. Now, meanwhile, Costa would also participate in a series of dance competitions, like the Hip Hop International Dance Competition, where his team wound up placing 14th. Now, when asked to describe his dancing style, Costa Titch would tell the folks over at Red Bull, "I was very versatile dancer, hip hop was the main style. But within a whole bunch of corporate gigs, I'd done contemporary and other works. I could basically do it all. The only thing I can't do was ballet." Now, while continuing to make his way through the music industry and working with a series of South Africa's biggest rappers, Costa was bit by the proverbial hip-hop bug and found himself with a sudden desire to drop a few bars himself. Now, little did he know that he'd soon find even more success as a rapper than he did as a dancer. Throughout his relatively short rap career, Costa Titch, he became a growing sensation in South Africa as one of the biggest stars of its developing Amapino scene. Now, this is a style of music best characterized by deep house rhythms, long drum-driven bass lines, and soulful piano melodies. Now, in terms of his lyrical prowess, Costa's bars combine South Africa's culture, style, and indigenous languages with the international popularity of trap music. Now, being white, Costa also brought a new shade of color and a distinguishing flavor to this growing music scene, including some serious-minded experiments in cultural subversion, not to mention a few elaborate dance routines that challenged the age-old perception of what many thought men couldn't do, which is dance. There was a white man who embraced African hip-hop culture, Costa became a symbol of South Africa's aspirations to become a rainbow nation, a term originally dreamt up by the late Archbishop Desmond Tutu, who described different ethnic groups in South Africa living and working together in hopes of putting an end to the brutal past of apartheid, which was left behind. So when you see rainbow and you hear about this in South Africa, they ain't talking about, LGBTQ+. They're talking about the past. Apartheid, not pretty. Now, from there, Costa, he dropped his first single in 2017, a track titled appropriately enough, Activate. Now, the track would become a runaway success in international markets around the globe, but back home in South Africa, no one was bothering to listen to it. According to Costa himself, South Africa wasn't even the top 50 countries enjoying his earliest music, and it took them a while to catch on to his sound. Now, realizing
hold on, pause. That just goes to show, like, there's someone out there. There's always someone out there that's gonna like your music. Just drop your music, bruh. Just drop your, even though your home country or your own people might not like it, there's somebody out there that's gonna like it, bruh. Hey, that's crazy to me. Okay, bye.
That he needed to approach music in a different way to build a supportive fan base back home, well, Costa recorded and released the 2019 single Nikula Kuta, which became his breakthrough track. No reworking of an original Mendoza early 2000s hit. Well, this new take would prove to be so popular that sooner rather than later, well, Costa would remix it alongside his friends Ricky Rick and AKA, the video for which would earn 100,000 views in just its first day of release.
Tell me about your relationship with Ricky Rick and how much Ricky has done for you.
Honestly speaking, he saved my life, dog. I was at a point where if Nkalagata wasn't a success, I didn't know what would be.
Now, those two singles, they would pave the way for Costa's next musical evolution when he dropped a string of trap-infused albums over the next 3 years, including 2020's Made in Africa and 2022's Mr. Big Flexa. Now, the single titled Big Flexa, it would turn Costa Titch into a star all around the African continent, thanks in large part to its success on TikTok. Now, shortly thereafter, well, Akon, he entered the picture, and when he learned of Costa's talent, the Senegal-born American mega rapper believed that Titch was destined to become a game-changing artist, and he signed Costa to his record label Convict Culture in February of 2023.
Someone that you grow up listening to.
Yeah.
You understand what I mean? Like,
internationally.
and it's like, you know, we often see these stars as like people that you could never like, ever like, you know, they seem so far away, and like, for him to go on a whole podcast and say that and give me the shout out and the credit, and like, I watched the full thing, and literally in that space, like, he only mentioned Drake, myself, and Kid Laroi, and the people that he was looking.
Then, being the enterprising individual that he is, well, Akon took one look at Big Flex's TikTok numbers, and he decided to hop on the remix himself. Now, following that runaway success for all intents and purposes, well, Costa Titch's career was just getting started. Until suddenly, well, it tragically all came to an end. Now, on March 11, 2023, Costa Titch, he was performing at Ultrasound Africa in Johannesburg when he suddenly appeared to fall on stage. Now, he was then picked up by the person standing next to him, but several seconds later, well, after finishing his performance, he collapsed yet again, and he was carried off stage. Now, the following day, our worst fears were confirmed when his family shared a tribute to him on Instagram, where they wrote, "Death has tragically knocked at our door, robbing us of our beloved son, brother, and grandson." Now, the family didn't share an exact cause of death with this announcement, but local authorities have suggested a post-mortem. It'll establish what exactly happened. All I can say is RIP to this remarkable talent. He was taken from us far too soon. Now, the festival where Costa had been performing would then release a statement expressing their devastation over the young rapper's death, while also applauding how Costa had galvanized the South African artist scene. Now, Akon, he also made sure to shout out his former signee's praises by hopping onto social media to share the following. Costa Titch was more than just an artist. He was a brilliant superstar and hardworking man with a kind heart, which endeared him to all around him. I was convinced that he was going to make an impact in this world. Now, Costa Titch might not have lived long enough to create the kind of impact Akon imagined he might, but that isn't to say that he didn't accomplish something just as nearly spectacular. Now, by popularizing the Amapiano style, well, Costa assured that he will never be forgotten in the history of the South African music scene. Really, what more can any artist ask for than that, right? What a legacy. Rest easy, Costa Titch, knowing that your music skill and incredible accomplishments will continue to live on now and forever. Before I leave you guys, I do have a question for you. What are some of your fondest memories of Costa Titch?
Bro, this guy did his I like this video, man. Shout out, man. Shout out. Because I've watched a lot of his videos, and he mostly does like American artists, American superstars, influencers, things like that. I mean, he does dibble around in like other countries and stuff when it comes to, you know, artists and influencers and things. But yo, he did his research, bro. Shout out. Shout out. I really enjoyed this video, man. Comment down below y'all's thoughts on this vid. But yeah, man, RIP Costa Titch, you know what I'm saying? Gone way too soon. Take it way too soon from us, man. But comment down below y'all thoughts on this one, man. Hope you guys do my commentaries. Just smash the like, subscribe,